Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 7 passive income streams that over the past 3 years have managed to make me around £120,000, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do the same. But first, what I'm going to do is just define the term passive income, because I do find it's something that some people get a little bit mixed up from time to time. Now, passive income is simply not the process where you go ahead and pick a side hustle and then randomly that side hustle just pays you loads of money without you doing any work. Unfortunately, there isn't anything out there like that, and if somebody is telling you that there is, then I'm just afraid that they're lying. Instead though, earning passive income is a really powerful method where you can put in work up front with the goal that you can continuously be rewarded for that work in the future. And of course, some income streams are going to be more passive than other ones, but the main goal here is what we are trying to achieve is we are not trying to trade our time for money, unlike what you would do in, let's say, a traditional 9-to-5 job. So having said that, let's jump into my first passive income stream, and I'm going to get the most obvious one out of the way first, and that is going to be YouTube. Now, when it comes to making YouTube videos as a form of passive income, the process is actually very straightforward. First off, I of course need to create the YouTube videos. Next up, I gain views from that content and hopefully subscribers who will then continuously return to watch more videos in the future. And then from there, this will essentially lead me into the 2 different ways that I can make passive income from it. The first, of course, is going to be ads displayed on my videos. This is simply where YouTube will give me a cut on the money that they make from ad revenue based on how many views I receive on each video. And then secondly, I have my affiliate links. Now, if you go ahead and look at my video description, you will notice certain links to some of my favorite products and softwares, and if people click on that link and make a purchase, then I will receive a small commission from that sale. Now, when it does come to my YouTube channel, I actually spend around 30 to 40 hours every single week creating videos, which when you think about it, doesn't really seem too passive at all, right? However, the way that I look at this is very different to the typical YouTuber, because what I like to do is I like to treat every single YouTube video that I create as its own individual asset or super mini income stream, let's say, and I think this next example explains this really well. What you can essentially see here is a video that I filmed around 16 months ago, and when you combine the planning, the filming, the editing, and of course the publishing, as an estimate, this video took me around 18 hours to complete. Now, after a week, this video only made me a total of £14.84, which, if you ask me, making roughly £15 for 18 hours work isn't exactly a fair trade of mine or anyone's time. However, if we fast forward to today, this is where the true power of passive income really does come into play, because this YouTube video has now made me a total of £2,060 just from ad revenue alone. And what's even better is that I have had to do absolutely zero work other than the original 18 hours that I put in to make that money. Another thing that you'll notice is that still 16 months down the line, this video is still getting consistent views every single day. So over time in the future, it will just continue to generate more passive income. And obviously not all of the videos that I make are going to end up as good as this one, but every time I do create a video for this channel, I am simply giving myself the chance to make passive income from it in the form of both ad revenue and affiliates for the foreseeable future. But having said that, let's now move on to the next passive income stream that I've created, and that is going to be creating classes on a website called Skillshare. Now, for those that aren't familiar, Skillshare is an online learning platform where you can simply sign up for a monthly subscription, very much like a Netflix one, and from there you will gain access to thousands of classes on various skills that you desire to learn. Now, the way that I make passive income from the platform is by actually creating the short form classes that people go ahead and watch, and I do this by becoming a Skillshare teacher. This is completely free to do, and anyone can actually sign up and start creating their own classes straight away, and from there it's very much like YouTube in terms of how you get paid, but if anything, I would actually say it's a little bit better. Now, unlike YouTube, where you get paid per the ads shown on your videos, obviously with Skillshare, there's going to be no ads because it's a paid platform. What you actually get paid is per minute watched on your videos, and the going rate that you actually get paid per minute is actually slightly higher than YouTube as well. And as I mentioned, I am still very new to the platform and I am still trying to figure things out, but in the short couple of months that I have been teaching on the platform, I have managed to make roughly $500 from the 2 classes that I've created created in total, and I've spent around 40 hours on the entire project. Once again, this doesn't sound exactly like an amazing return on my time invested right now, but just like YouTube, every single one of these classes is now another asset to me, and it can potentially keep producing me passive income as long as Skillshare is still a thing. Actually, if you wanted to check out my classes, or maybe you wanted to see what it's all about, then make sure you check out the free link in my description down below, where the first 1,000 people to sign up will get a free 30-day trial of Skillshare. All you need to do is just make sure you remember to cancel before the 30 days are up, or you might be charged for the first month, and I will actually receive an affiliate commission from that sale. Which actually leads me into the third passive income stream that I have, and that is going to be affiliate marketing. Now, when it comes to all of my streams of passive income, this one has been by far the most consistent and by far my most successful one. Right now, I'm currently making anywhere between £2,500 to £3,500 every single month through affiliate links, and the products that I've been promoting range from different types of softwares, online courses and investing platforms. However, with this one, unlike some of the other income streams, it's definitely going to take a little bit of heavy lifting, consistency, and definitely a little bit of time to actually get the ball rolling. First things first, to make any of this work, what you are going to need to do is start building an audience. These are going to be the people that view your content, and because they find value from what you're saying every single week, one thing that they're going to start to do is trust your opinion on things. Now, in terms of where you can start building an audience, before you could only really achieve this in the form of a blog or maybe an email newsletter, but as time has gone on, there are now many different ways that you can actually start doing this. First up, you're going to have YouTube, of course, which is where actually most of my audience sits. You then do have places like Instagram and TikTok, and then you could go even as far as looking at things such as Facebook groups and Twitter. And basically from there, once you have picked your platform or multiple platforms, which is what I have decided to do, you can then grow that trusted audience base and start to offer different affiliate links so that if they purchase it from your site, you will receive a commission. In fact, if we just take a look at my Instagram bio as an example, you will notice that I have a link in there for the business accountants that I personally use with a special offer attached to it. You will also see a sign up link to Coinbase to receive some free Bitcoin, and you will also see my Skillshare courses and also my YouTube channel, where that can essentially direct people to earn me money from that passive income stream as well. But when you break it down, all in all, the basics of building passive income from affiliate links is to build an audience, and to do that, you're going to need to give value and only share products that you trust and you know people will find useful. Now, the next passive income stream is one that if you've been watching my channel recently, you will know all about, and that is investing into dividend paying stocks. This is essentially where I've invested into either an individual company or a fund, and every single quarter they distribute a portion of their profits back to me as a way of saying thanks for investing with them. Now, I would say out of all of the different passive income streams that I do have, this one actually currently pays the least as of right now, but it's also the stream of income that requires the least amount of upfront work. For example, one of the dividends I receive every 3 months is from an ETF fund that I invest into that tracks the top 500 companies in America, also known as the S&P 500. The only bit of work that I had to do to get this one going was setting up my direct debit with my investment broker to automatically invest between £500 to £1,000 every single month, and in return I will get paid a dividend every single quarter depending on how many shares I own at the time. One thing to remember about investing into stocks actually is that not only will you receive passive income from the dividends that you earn, you can also make money from the actual stock price going up over time if you decide to sell that stock at a later date for a profit. Now, the next one on the list is actually one of the first passive income streams that I have ever started, and that was reselling products on Amazon. Now, I was going to include eBay in here as well, as I do make money from that, but with eBay, what I'm having to do is all of the work to actually make the money. What I have to do is take the pictures, post the items, and deal with the customer service side of things. This is way too active to be considered as a passive income. However, with Amazon FBA, I'm practically doing the same thing as eBay, but instead Amazon offers a service called Fulfillment by Amazon, where I can essentially buy any products up front, send them in bulk to an Amazon warehouse, and from there they will actually provide the shipping and customer service for me whilst I watch the sales come in as I focus on something else. This isn't importing goods from China or doing anything like drop shipping or anything like that. It's actually just simply the process process of going into retail stores, buying items that they have on clearance, most of the time that is, and then relisting them on Amazon for a profit. In fact, you can actually automate this income stream even more by hiring people like virtual assistants to help you do certain parts. But all in all, whilst it's not the most passive income stream that you will see, I would still say selling on Amazon, especially if you're doing the FBA route, is definitely going to fall into this category. Right now, I'm actually not selling on Amazon as much as I used to back in the day, as my focus is on other income streams at the moment. But over the past 4 to 5 years, I have made roughly a net profit of £70,000, and I still make money every day from the inventory that I've built up in my Amazon account over time. Now, the good thing about selling on Amazon, and especially if you have an audience as well, is that it's not actually the easiest thing to get started, and it's going to take a little bit of explaining. This, of course, leads to an opportunity for me to create content on YouTube about it, but it also leads to people reaching out asking for paid coaching, and this now brings me to my next passive income stream, which is creating ebooks. And yes, I do also offer one-to-one coaching over Skype and Zoom, but this is of course very much an active income that I'm being paid for, because I'm essentially trading my time for money on the call. But what's so great about writing an ebook, or any book in general, is that once again, all of the work that you put in is going to be up front. Now, the ebook that I created some 2 years ago was actually a getting started guide to selling on Amazon, and I would probably say it took me roughly a weekend to create. Of course, I did have to get people to check it over and all of that good stuff, but quite literally from the point of it being an idea to the point where I had it listed on a website for sale, it took me roughly over a week, and it has been listed for sale ever since. Once again, is this one income stream by itself going to make me my millions? Likely not, but it's another seed that I have essentially planted that can potentially make money by itself and compound over time. Now, when we move on to the next passive income stream that I have, it's probably going to be up there with the most passive alongside dividend paying stocks, and that is going to be my investment into my rental property. So long story short, around 6 years ago, I purchased a 2-bedroom flat that I moved into and lived in for around 3 years until summer of 2020, when I decided to purchase the house that I live in right now. However, when I made that purchase, due to my fortunate financial situation I was in, I was able to afford to keep my flat as a second property, which I now rent out to a pair of lovely tenants that pay me a set rent every single month. But the main point here is that the money that I make from the rental property is around, I would say, 94% completely passive. In terms of how you can get into an income stream like this, it is going to be a little bit more difficult than others, because the first thing that you're going to need is actually quite a high deposit. Most lenders of buy-to-let mortgages out there typically look for around 25% of the property price, so it might not be the first income stream that you decide to build, but trust me, if you can find ways of saving up a deposit to put down on one, it's definitely going to be one of the best decisions you'll ever make. If all of this seems a little bit too far-fetched for you, one thing that you can consider that anyone can actually do is start looking at investing in things called a REIT. This stands for a Real Estate Investment Trust and was created by Congress back in 1960 with the aim of giving all individuals the opportunity to benefit from investing into income-producing real estate. And the way that you can get your hands on these is actually very much the same as buying a stock. For example, on Free Trade right here, which is a popular UK-based investing platform, it actually has a dedicated section to REITs. And if I just take a look at this first one, which is Simon Property, we can actually see that this one focuses on investing into income-producing real estate within the retail and shopping mall sector. And if you wanted to go ahead and purchase a share of this, all you would do is go ahead and purchase it just like you would purchase a stock or a fund, and then over time this will start paying you passive income just in the form of dividends, but instead of investing into a company, you're investing into a group of properties. But realistically speaking, when it comes to building multiple streams of passive income, it's important to remember it's not about getting rich quick, it's more about, like what I said in the video, planting those seeds every single day or every single week and giving yourself the chance for them to grow and compound over time. And if you can just get a couple of these going, then you will really start to see the nice rewards in the long run. In fact, if you wanted to check out some more videos where I go deeper into some of these income streams, then make sure you check out my Make Money playlist that I've popped up here, and hopefully I'll see you in one of the videos. Take care.